Welcome to the second year of our Course in Miracles series here at Letting Go University. Almighty and ever-living God, we ask for thy divine assistance, thy grace, in our being free of the programs of limitation now. And that's what these first lessons are all about. Letting go of programs that we've been running for who knows how long, a lot of it unconscious, just bringing things up to let them go, that we might have an experience of what actually is. This first lesson, we're letting go of the meanings we've given things. Just starting to identify that maybe these things don't mean what I thought they meant. And modern science, which most of us didn't learn in school, as most things are pretty outdated, that are being parroted and shared around. Modern quantum science would suggest that there's a bunch of particles forming together and we give them these meanings, but it's really just energy that's there. And so this lesson where it says, nothing I see in this room, street, from this window in this place means anything, and has us go through and look around and look at these different items. This doesn't mean anything, this doesn't mean anything, this doesn't mean anything, is inviting us to let go of arbitrary, vain projections that we're putting onto things so that we can have an experience of what actually is. There's this energy that's there, that's flowing. Now, I highly suggest doing the Course in Miracles, especially if you're new to the Course in Miracles workbook, doing it as suggested. And then this is an addendum. It takes about a minute to do this lesson a couple times a day as suggested. And if you'd like to go into it a little bit more, then this is a good video for you. So we're going to take these, take something, anything in your space, and just look at it, and could you notice the meaning you've assigned to it? So like right over here, I'm looking at a recliner, something to sit on, comfortable, electric, reclines. Oh, I bought it in this time, it costs this much, so on and so forth. So I got all this meaning. This means there's a place for people to sit when they come into the release room. So there's all these different things. Really, it's just some energy there. And the more and more stories I tell about it, the more and more I get attached. And just kind of lock in these misperceptions of what is just an appearance of energy. So take anything in your space, anything in your room. And could you allow yourself to just notice some of the meanings you've given it? And are you willing to let go of those meanings? Could you let go of the story you have about this thing and let it not mean anything? Would you let go of the story, the meanings you're projecting onto this thing, and let it be just some energy, not mean anything? And maybe shifting your gaze to something else in the room. Ah, a light switch. Well, that one works, the other one doesn't. If I flick it this way, there's lights. Even the word light switch has associated programs and meanings. So whatever that is for you, could you just look at it and check out some of the meanings you've assigned, maybe the story you have about it? Now, are you open to letting go of that story or meaning you've assigned to it? Just are you open to that? Would you let go of any or all of those meanings or story assigned to that thing? Would you let go of any of the meanings or story that you've assigned to that thing and let it not mean anything? Now, you never have to do this. It's optional. There's resistance, that's okay. And so maybe shifting your attention to something else in your space, in the room. Oh, there's a box here. Oh, that box came from Amazon. It was this, it came a few days ago. Oh, the box still sitting here. That means I'm lazy. Or messy. Oh, and all the materials used in the box. What waste. Any story you have, take an item in your room, notice any story, any meaning you've given to it. And just noticing that without making right or wrong of it. And just checking in. Could you set yourself free of those meanings, those stories? Just could you? Are you willing for that? Could you let go of assigning that story, that meaning to that thing? Just for now. Just let it not mean anything. No story, no meaning. Would you let go of projecting that story, that meaning onto that thing? Let it not mean anything. And you could allow yourself to shift your gaze to something else in your space. There's a book here. Oh, that book was written by Dr. Hawkins. It's got this title, Letting Go, The Pathway of Surrender. I've read it so many times. It's one of my favorite books. And just noticing whatever item you gaze upon Have you given it any meanings? Any story? Just looking at that without making right or wrong of it. Could you release that thing from that story, from that meaning? Now, this is not a have to, it's just could you? Would you release that thing from any story or meaning? Just let it not mean anything. This does not mean anything. And perhaps shifting your gaze to something else in the room. And noticing any story, any meaning you've assigned to it. And just looking at it. Nothing to judge, moralize about. Oh, it just I seem to have given it this meaning. And could you allow yourself to surrender the meaning, the story you've given that to God? Just giving up the story, giving up the meaning that you've assigned to it, turning it over to God. Just could you? Would you surrender that meaning, that story? And just noticing there could be some clinging on to these stories, these meanings. Maybe you're ready to let it go, let it not mean anything. We're just in a process of deprogramming some of these stories, some of these meanings we've been putting out into our surroundings. So it takes what it takes. You can do this a few times today. 2 or 3 is what's suggested in lesson 1. There's a link to an app with the Course in Miracles workbook for free in the description, as well as a link to the Course in Miracles site where you can read it straight from the Foundation for Inner Peace. And also a link to join us for more releasing sessions at Letting Go University. Come check it out for free. We'd love to get to meet you. And we're going to be doing this every day. And it's a little different. If you've done the course before, it's a little different. Do the course as suggested. If you'd like to add some Sedona Method style letting go to it, follow along with us. It was a very powerful experience for me last year and many others who shared with me. So let's see what happens this year. Happy New Year. Best day ever. Thanks for joining us.